Post-colonial India is full of surprises. Thus, there are women who live their lives as they wanted, facing every social restriction and daring to change the norms by being the first or rare women who get and do what they want, regardless of the societal opposition to their will. Among those courageous, strong Indian women is Amrita Pritam, a novelist, poet, and essayist. In introducing her, we say that she was born in 1919 under the name Amrita Kaur in undivided British India. She was daughter of a Sikh family. Her father was a school teacher and a poet. Amrita's life became no more a happy one, nor an easy one, by the death of her mother, leaving her yet a little infant of 11 years of age. Amrita stopped praying when her mother died because she felt disappointed from God that He didn't save her despite her prayers. Afterwards, she moved with her father to Lahore, where she was overburdened with household chores and felt sad and lonely, and her only way to escape such a miserable and sorrowful life was in writing. Another misery for her was a meaningless marriage and rather a troubled one, at her very young age of 16, to Pritam Singh, whom she made a family with and had two children. More than this suffrage, Amrita, when she was 28 years old, lived during the partition of India in 1947. That partition was a black memory for India, known to be so bloody, because many died regardless of their religions. Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, Buddhists died in a horrible way. She decided to flee from death and horror of Lahore to New Delhi as a Punjabi refugee and strove to rebuild her life. What marked her career in writing was her first anthology of poems under the title Amrit Lihan, Immortal Waves, that were published in 1936 when she was 16 of her age when she started writing. Afterwards, she published six collections of poems by 1943. In 1944, Amrita published her poetry collection Lakpid, People's Anguish, to reveal about post-colonial India and the negative impact of war that lasted and economically resulted misery, and also the Bengali famine of 1943. Amrita didn't remain a silent woman, speaking in poems and novels, but rather more, she became involved in social works by the mid 1940s and also worked with Lahore radio station for a while. At the time, Amrita Pritam was living very hard times as a wife, mother, and a refugee in New Delhi. In 1948, she poured out her feelings in a poem, Ash Ahan Waris Shah Nu, invoking the Sufi poet Waris Shah. In 1950, she wrote not a poem but a novel entitled Pinchar Skeleton, in which she portrayed the life of Indian women and their hard lives during the partition. The novel was later adapted into an award-winning Hindi film of the same name. In 1960, Amrita left her husband since it was from the first time a miserable marriage for her. She worked in All India Radio, Delhi, until 1961 to let her voice as a woman becoming more heard than just read. In 1960s and afterwards, Amrita published several works of her that are yet famous in Indian bookshelves. Her later works include Kal Shatna, Time Consciousness, Agyartika Nimatran, Call of the Unknown, Kala Gulab, Black Rose, Rasidi Ticket, The Revenue Stamp, which was Amrita's autobiography, and Aksharon Kai Sai, Shadows of Words. Amrita Pritam died in 2005 at an age of 86 years old after a long illness. Amrita Pritam was Really a strong and daring woman who made her voice loud in her writings, willing to change India in general to the better, and women in specific to get their rights and some equal freedom like men. Did she succeed? Well, to a certain extent, she did. And India nowadays is becoming better gradually and year by year for its citizens, especially women.